Look, there's your mummy when she was about your age.
Talk about peas in a pod.
Oh, aren't they just?
And her and Jenny have got the same smile.
Oh, they have, look.
Are you all right?
Yeah, thanks.
Here's the bathroom.
You don't have to pretend
Sorry?
like all of this isn't awkward.
Right. On the house, everyone. And I don't want any arguments.
You won't hear me complaining.
No, come on, who can forget the wedding day?
Not Nikhil. He chased her for long enough, didn't he? I don't think he could believe his luck when he got her down the aisle.
Oh, Jenny was pretty smitten and all.
Excuse me.
Jenny, anything wrong?
I'm just going to get some air.
I didn't mean to upset you then.
No, you didn't.
It's just that Jenny was a big part of all of our lives. I mean, Nikhil's especially. I mean, obviously, I mean...
It's cool, honestly.
You could always go back to the house if you wanted to. I could say something came up work-wise.
Actually, I do have to send a couple emails.
Well, there you go, then. I'll tell Nikhil he won't be long.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it. Oh, that's all we need. So, we meet back here again.
Yeah, must obviously love the place.
Should we take a seat?
Yeah, sure, thanks for coming.
Hang on. You called him.
Yeah,
Why?
I want to change my statement.
Well, I thought you said you couldn't remember.
Yeah, well, I can now, and it wasn't Aaron.
Right. So who was it?
Actually, would you mind if we speak to Mr. Sugden in private?
Robert, tell me.
Oh, come on, Vic.
Now, I have a right to know.
You heard what she said?
Let's go. Find out soon enough anyway.
Okay, should we get on with it?
Look, Leo, look. His birthday cake. It was Ashley's. And they said we could have it or it'll just go to waste.
I'll see you later.
Oh, no, wait, just a minute. Marlon's going to have Leo tonight, so maybe we could do something.
Like what?
Well, maybe you could wine and dine me again. We could go into town. We could pretend it's a date.
Does that mean we can go Dutch?
No, there's only so much role play I'm prepared to do, Paddy.
Quite the little grown-up now, isn't he?
Oh, and he's certainly not the squidgy little baby he once was. I don't know where he went.
Oh, they don't stay babies long.
No. Unfortunately.
Cosy enough. Do you want to plump up your pillars?
I'll be back on my feet before you know it.
Which is more than can be said for your car.
Yeah, well,
Then again, you've got more things to worry about than that.
you what?
What, you forgot you got 2 kids to support, have you? Not quite sure you're going to do that when you're laid up in here. Don't be expecting any sick pay.
Well, I didn't ask to end up like this.
Not Maura didn't ask to be doing your share of the work either. So, you were swerving to avoid a deer.
Yeah.
And Superman swooped down and rescued you. Lucky that. Shame you couldn't do the same for our Aaron. But then again, 2 good deeds in one day would be asking too much, wouldn't it?
Where's Angelica?
Oh, I've sold her. That's what people do around here, isn't it? Sell stuff they shouldn't.
Very funny.
She's in the toilet with Molly and Brenda.
Jimmy wants to see you.
Well, I don't want to see him. Not unless he's embalmed and in an oblong box.
Please, Princess, don't dig your heels in.
He sold my home, Dad.
Sweetheart, he didn't have much choice. Please go and see him. I'll look after Angelica. I promise you won't be disappointed. In fact, I think you'll have the time of your life.
Where's Tanya? I was only gone a few minutes.
Maybe she's gone for some air.
She didn't say anything.
Not to me, no.
What are you having then, boys?
Oh, no, I'm fine, thanks, Bob.
I'll have a bear, please, Bob.
A beer.
Right, I should go and find her.
Hey, stop worrying. She probably just sneaked out to give you a bit of space.
Yeah, maybe. Even so, I need to clear my own head.
Well, what's wrong?
It's all of this. It's too much.
I think it's all well meant.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I'm gonna go and visit Jenny's grave. When Tanya comes back, tell her where I've gone.
Sure thing.
Nico! Where's he off to?
No idea.
Jimmy?
Say,
Get lost.
oh, come on, Nico, please.
Carried a watermelon.
Properly.
I carried a watermelon. Carried a watermelon.
Watch my eyes.
No, you're supposed to curl your finger at me first.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot. Watch my eyes.
You look like you haven't slept for a week. Well, you've been to the doctor and got some sleeping pills.
Yeah, I'm going to start taking them tonight. Not that I need to. Now Emma's not around.
I'm saying nothing.
I bet.
Any news?
My dad's out again looking for her.
Well, fingers crossed he doesn't find her.
Right. Do you want to tell him, or shall I? It's about Robert.
He's changed his statement.
Yeah, and it wasn't Aaron.
You kidding me?
We just left him talking to the police then.
Sorry, what was that about Robert?
He's got Aaron off the hook.
Did he say I shot him?
Nah, they wanted to talk to him on his own.
So somebody somewhere will be getting a visit.
I thought I told you to stay away.
I just thought you should know. I've changed my statement to the police.
What have you said to them?
Why do you think I've sold you out?
Don't mess me about.
I gave them a false description. What do you take me for? You're right about one thing. We can't go on like this.
You reckon?
Look, I could have just dropped you in it. But I chose not to because, unlike you, I'm willing to forgive and forget. So move on, yeah? I have.
I'm so sorry that I'm going to have to leave you here. It breaks my heart that you're never going to meet your brother or sister. But I am going to make damn certain that they know all about you. There honestly is no other way. I can't risk Jay finding out.
Oh, when's he gonna get released?
Not as soon as I'd like. He's got to go back to court, I think, first.
It's weird Robert changed his statement like that.
Maybe it's his guilty conscience kicking in.
Reckon he's got one.
Tanya!
Hey, where have you been? We've been worried about you.
Oh, let us sit down first, eh?
Where's Nico? Got a Prosecco? Oh, thanks, but no thanks. I better slow down on the drinks, friend. I'm a bit of a lightweight.
Oh, hey, hold them up for us.
Thanks, love. So, where is Nico? Is something wrong?
Look, it's nothing to get alarmed about. He just got a bit emotional, a bit teary. Said he wanted some time to think.
About what?
I think being back here's just stirred up some memories.
You don't know where he went, do you?
Sorry, he didn't say.
Tanya, don't let my son monopolize you.
No, come on, love. Come and sit over here with us.
Actually, I might go for a walk and see where he went. He can't have gone far.
He probably doesn't want to be found.
Really?
Look, why don't you just stay here, eh? Have a drink, chill out. He'll be back before you know it. 1 glass of Prosecco coming up.
Well? Come on, no one can overhear us now, can they? So talk to me.
I'm pregnant.
Yeah, I sort of got that. So it's Jay's. Hey, don't even think about lying.
Yeah. Jay's the father.
So there was no miscarriage. Why lie?
Because it's best he doesn't know.
Best for who? Not for Jay, not for the baby.
He doesn't deserve to be a dad.
That's not for you to decide.
I wouldn't lie if I didn't have to.
What do you want about? This is insane. You don't lie about something like this. Even if you do hate Jay, what about the rest of the family? What about my dad? He's been nothing but nice to you, and this is what you do. This is cruel.
I'll get us a drink, and then we can talk about it.
What about your friends? You've lied to everybody. Made them feel sorry for you.
Well, that was worth waiting for.
I need to be honest with you, Jimmy.
You hate the furniture.
Yeah, but no, I don't want to talk about furniture.
Well, I do, because, well, that's where it all started, or finished, depending on how you look at it.
Huh?
My only regret is that you never saw the designer furniture that I bought for you.
What designer furniture?
Oh, it's decent stuff. You'd have loved it.
What happened to it?
Susie's nephew tracked me down.
Who's Susie?
Oh, Susie, she was a client of your dad's. You know, Hunter. I was with her when she died.
Who died?
Susie. Your dad was supposed to meet her. I agreed to do the honours until he arrived.
What honours?
Oh, no, nothing like that. No, we just talked. She loved my name.
She loved the name Jimmy.
Oh, Trojan. I made her a cup of coffee to pass the time, put an extra spoon in it, and bang, she was dead. Heart attack, apparently.
Why were you called Trojan?
Well, I just made it up. I was with a client. You have to have a name. No! No! Nothing happened. I swear it didn't.
Angel and I will be staying with Bernice. Indefinitely!
Look, before you say anything, me leaving you that voicemail was a mistake.
I agree.
I got confused. It shouldn't have happened.
And that's why I'd like you to forget about it. You didn't leave that voicemail on my phone because Andy didn't confide in you about anything.
But what about you giving the police a new statement?
Well, that was to get Aaron off the hook. You're overthinking this, Ashley. Just trust me, yeah? Then everybody's happy. So we're clear about everything?
Yes, yeah.
It never happened.
No, I'm beginning to get it now. You know, why Nikhil has never been back here. It's all too much.
Yes, he was over earlier this year.
Well, that was London. I mean, back here, you know, in this village, amongst this, all these memories. You can't let go. That's probably why he still wears his wedding ring.
I'm gonna give him another call.
Not a good idea. You know, if his mobile is switched off, well, maybe it's telling you something.
This is all my fault.
Well, how'd you work that out?
I shouldn't have run off like that. He needed me to be here with him.
You have been there for him. I mean, you're here now.
I wasn't there when it mattered. I was back at the house sending stupid emails.
Nikhil would have still gone off anyway. You see, he's just...
What?
You honestly don't know what's going on here.
No?
The reason Nikhil has never been back is because he knew that if he did, he wouldn't be able to leave. I think he's planning on staying. For good. I mean, come on, who could blame him? All his family are here, his friends. You know, it makes sense. I'd do the same.
He's cheated on me. He's lied to me. He even cooked the books to make it look like he was skint. He was going to leave me with nothing.
Megan, I'm not defending anything he's done because I can't. But I won't stand by and let you do this to him. My conscience won't let me. He's just lost Archie, for God's sake.
That was his own doing.
And I suppose it was his own doing that Rachel ran off with him, was it? She disappeared for a year. It almost destroyed him.
Yeah, and then she came back and she was willing to make a go of it. For Archie's sake. But joint custody isn't good enough for Jay, and it won't be good enough for this baby either.
No, you don't know that.
Yes, I do. I know him better than anyone, Nickel, and he's dangerous. He's not getting anywhere near this child.
See, there you go, you're sounding nuts again. He is the father, Megan, and it doesn't matter what he's done, he deserves to know. You can't do this to him, and I'm not going to let you.
So you've not been banged up yet? Eh? Listen, Kane has got me going to Ireland to look at some motors. It better be safe for me when I get back.
What are you on about?
Adam and Victoria in the pub mouthing off about Robert. Apparently he remembers who shot him.
He doesn't.
Yeah, so why has he changed his statement?
He wanted to get Aaron off.
So what has he told the cops?
He gave them a false description. Not like it's got all to do with you.
Oh, well, that's where you're wrong, mate. Because me and you, we're in this together, and if I go down, you go down. Then who's going to look after Debbie and the kids? So if I were you, I'd hang on to that thought. Because if this ever gets out, we're all stuffed.
Look, I told you he knows nothing. I'll do one. And this is the last time we ever talk about it. Do you understand?
Yeah, shower.
Don't I get a kiss first?
Yeah, go on then. Mwah.
Whoa. Should we go upstairs?
A bit frisky.
Well, maybe it's your animal magnetism.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Or maybe it's because I want another baby. What do you think?
Up, you like beef carbonade?
Well, I like beef. What's the carbonade bit?
Beer and onions.
Yummy. Thanks for earlier, Lawrence. You're a really calming influence.
Well, I hope that's a compliment.
Oh, yes, my hedonistic days are over. In fact, do you know what I like most about living here? The quiet, stillness of it all. So peaceful. Nicola! Why don't you go and put the television on, sweetheart? What's happened? I've left it. Don't forget what you said earlier.
Sorry?
Well, about being there for her. She's part of the family now. Oh, and I'm coming to live here.
I thought you'd be pleased.
I just don't know where all this is coming from.
Well, neither do I, Paddy. I just keep thinking more and more that I'd really like to have another baby.
Well, I think it's hard enough for just Leo.
But he's doing really well. And we'd manage. Other people cope.
I thought we decided against all this.
No, you hadn't. It was me, if you remember. Because of all the painkiller issues. But what if I didn't have any pain relief this time? What?
I'm not convinced it's the right thing to do.
Why?
What if they are like Leo?
What are the chances of that, Paddy? Realistically? I mean, yes, I am older now, but even so, statistically, the odds are like...
No, but just saying that it was, I don't think we cope.
Of course we'd cope. We'd have to. It just feels right. You know, Leo's that bit older, he's doing really well at school. Business is good. We're good. In fact, Paddy, we are stronger now than we have been in a long time.
I'm not sure about having another child.
Really?
Yeah, really. Sorry. I don't think it's a good idea.
Do you really think I'd be living here if I didn't have to?
I don't know and I don't care. You're out of order and that is the bottom line, Megan.
If you tell him, then he'll try and take it away from me.
You need some help.
Maybe it's time you heard a few home truths about your brother.
I've listened to you for long enough.
He drugged Rachel so she wouldn't make the mediation meeting about Archie. He planted coke on her and then called the police.
I don't believe you.
Ask any of the Dingles, they'll tell you it's true. He kidnapped Charity and kept her in a container for over a week. She almost died in there. All because he thought that she knew where Archie was. Those are the lengths that he will go to get what he wants. And he will want this baby, Nico. So please, I am begging you, don't tell him that I'm pregnant. Because if you do, I won't be safe.
And Emmerdale's back here on ITV Monday night at 7. The 10 famous faces head to the jungle Sunday night at 9 for the brand new series of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Paul O'Grady meets more cuddly canines next for The Love of Dogs is coming up. And then at 9 tonight, it's the final part of our crime drama, Unforgotten.